In today's episode, we'll explore how globalization experiences of Japanese companies can offer insights for Chinese businesses going global. Talk to legendary architect Moshe Safdie to uncover the design philosophy behind Raffles City, Chongqing. We'll see how digital technology is transforming city governance in the Mountain City, helping to safeguard the lives of over 30 million residences. Natalia, did you know that the path Japanese companies took towards globalization actually shares many similarities with China's current strategies for expanding abroad?
Absolutely. In a recent interview, the president of Mizuho Bank China mentioned there is a huge potential for collaboration between Chinese and Japanese firms in third-party markets. Mizuho Bank is ready to support that.
It's more than just learning from past experiences. It's about creating new opportunities for win-win cooperation. Let's hear how Japanese enterprises are helping spark new ideas for Chinese companies setting sail globally.
China's globalizing companies have a lot to learn from Japan's past. Studying how Japanese firms navigated global markets could offer valuable insights.
As you are aware that the Japanese, many of the corporates, they have had, such experiences globally. So we have, the good experience with them to, how to develop third countries. So we really, provide such kind of experiences to share with the Chinese corporates, which has, keen interest in the investment in outside China. So that's the point we shared our experience. And also, I strongly believe there must be, quite a huge opportunities for the Japanese corporates as well to cooperate with them in the third countries.
In 1989 and 1990, Japan was the world's top source of outbound foreign direct investment. That was the era when Japanese companies went big, setting up factories, acquiring overseas assets, and expanding their sales networks across sectors like autos, electronics, and precision machinery. Mizuho Bank initially supported Japan's major manufacturing firms going abroad with policy insights, financial advice, and local network access, later expanding its services to emerging markets like China.
And we are mainly focused on the corporate banking. The main customers consist of Japanese corporates or the Chinese local companies. So globally, the Mizuho Financial Group, we have more than 100 network across the world. So we free, take advantage of platform to support the multinationals and also the Chinese corporates. Particularly, they are now in in a position to look for the opportunity outside China.
Backed by rising global recognition, tech advances, and policy support, China's EVs are entering a golden era abroad.
Auto industries, it's of course, Japanese societies across the country, but of course, there are strong points for Chinese local, particularly the EV areas, or Chinese, the new enterprises, and also we have, a strong, very Japanese, industry, including supply chain. So we really very much impressed by the technology of Chinese, those new companies. But at the same time, I feel strong pressure to how to collaborate with them.
As Chinese NEVI companies accelerate their tech and industrial footprint, more international players are looking for ways to collaborate with them and create new prospects together.
When we talk about iconic landmarks in Chongqing, Raffles City definitely comes to mind. Its architect Moshe Safdie told us in an interview that he wanted to reflect the city's unique topography and awaken a shared sense of identity among its people.
Yes, for Safdie, it's never just about the building. He emphasized a deep integration between architecture and urban planning. In his view, the future of large-scale modern city depends on this kind of organic synergy.
So, how can architecture truly become part of the city's soul? Breathing with it, growing with it, let's explore the answers through Safdie's lens.
We build the base, the podium in such a way that the top of it is at the level of the city. And the streets of the city come through the project to the square, line up so the streets become the gallerias and the mall all the way to the square. We created a very large roof. The area of the roof is the same as the area of the lands, the whole roof, that is at the level of the streets of the city. And we propose that that should become a park. And the people of the city can come and use that roof as a garden, as a park, and overlook the piazza, or they can walk through the project, through the shops, all the way to the parks. And that is the whole formula of getting the public realm and the shopping realm one on top of the other. I know of the history of the city, that it's here because it was in the meeting of two rivers. And it became important because the merchandise and traffic of the rivers, the all coming up and down the river, was meeting here, and at Chatham Square, that's where is the place of birth of the city. And what does that mean? It means that maybe it should remember, and the building is a gateway, the design of this complex. The two towers receiving you, this is a harbor city. And I thought if this project can remind people of the sails, of the movement, of the dynamics of the ship moving.
Natalia, when you think of smart governance in Chongqing, what comes to mind?
From underground utility corridors to flat management system, digital solutions have made the city run more efficiently and help residents to feel more secure in their daily lives.
Exactly. When tea house owners no longer fear sudden river surges and residents no longer worry about the water supply interruptions, that's the power of smart city solutions in action. Let's discover the digital wisdom behind Chongqing's transformation. What does it take for a single drop of water to travel from the Yangtze River to the intake of your tap? You might not realize it, but there's a master brain in Chongqing's water supply system, predicting pipe bursts, monitoring water, and, well, the quality in real time, and fixing leaks as quickly as ordering takeout food. Behind all the convenience lies a groundbreaking urban application, a full cycle water supply management.
We've created a digital twin model of Chongqing's entire pipeline network. The color-coded mapping interface visualizes water flow rates and pipeline health metrics. When monitoring shows plants operating at peak capacity, we implement cross-regional water redistribution through 17 interconnecting pipelines to ensure stable residential supply.
This is the core of our water supply, and we've named it the Panoramic Digital Command Center. Panoramic refers to end-to-end monitoring from source to tap. Digital represents that we hope that through this platform to drive the digital transformation of the entire water supply operation. Plus, it's a command center. When there's an emergency, it acts as a command center.
This glass of water holds the city's wisdom. The eagle-eyed monitoring guards every pipeline, and the magical purification ensures every drop is safe. Next time you turn on the tap, remember what flows out just isn't water, but it's peace of mind for the 32 million residents of Chongqing.
On August 20th, 2020, the floodwaters rose to the line of the pillar next to the tea house. It's so high, higher than any of us.
In the summer, when the water rises, it grows very high, and sometimes it comes into the store. We would use brooms, pots, and pans to scoop out the water and let it run down.
Every flood season, rising water levels have been one of the top concerns for merchants and residents in Shishikao. But since the launch of the digital flood control system, tea house owners here have been able to rest easy.
We have apps on our phones that can warn us of flooding coming up. It's all in there with timely notifications.
We got notifications on our phones. Very nice.
Furthermore, the Tier 3 governance centers model applications have been fully implemented across all 22 sub-districts and towns in Chongqing. For the entire region, digital monitoring and early warning decision-making and emergency response, supervision and evaluation, as well as post-event review and improvements. This marks Chongqing's governance revolution, a shift from leaving safety to fate, to rewriting destiny through data, all embodied in dialogue between this cup of tea and the digital screen. That wraps up this episode of Let's Meet. A big thank you to Natalia and, of course, to all of you for watching.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you, everyone, for your continued support.
Let's Meet, showcasing new Chongqing to the world. I'm your host, Alex. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Goodbye.